Hello and welcome to the question paper analysis of capital market and securities laws question paper of December 2024 attempt. It's just been some time since we've attempted this question paper. Here we are bringing you the weightage of each chapter, the number of marks that they are going to carry in the question paper. So if you've seen, we have made a video on important chapters in CMSL. The question paper and that list are in sync with each other. So if you have gone in accordance with and given extra focus and attention to important chapters, you would have done well in this particular question paper or in this particular exam. So this is the analysis for part A and this is the analysis for part B, right? Only one chapter is there from which they have not asked any question. From all other chapters, they have asked certain questions. So that signifies that the institute wants you to cover 100% of the syllabus. You might give extra focus to few important chapters, but if you want to attempt for full 100 marks, you have to mandatorily cover the 100% of the syllabus. Now, before going into the question paper analysis, let's have a key highlights of the question paper. The first and foremost being that it is a lengthy paper as usual, as expected. It is a challenge to achieve or complete for 100 marks within the given duration, but if you have writing practice and the writing speed, it is achievable. Second, part A and part B classification. There is a confusion that has been established in the question paper. When the institute has given a reference material saying that part A, these are the chapters and it carry 40 marks. Part B, these are the chapters and these carry 60 marks. That is a standard established by the institute in the reference material itself. But in the question paper, in part A, they have asked questions from the chapters belonging to part B. And in part B, they have asked certain questions from part A. So that confusion has been established by the institute in the question paper. But again, if you have studied the entire syllabus, does not make a difference whether it is from part A or part B. You should be in a position to write. But if they have given a standard and the reference material in a certain way, they should be abiding by that. That is the only one confusion that is created in the question paper. Next, the more direct questions, the easier it is to answer. If you see the question paper, almost 93 to 95% of this question paper covers direct questions. Even if there is a case study question, the questions that are attached to the case study are direct questions. Very handful, hardly 5 application based questions are included in the question paper. So if your conceptual clarity is there, if you have studied well, if you are prepared well, it is a very easy question paper for the students. Again, easy if prepared well. If you have not studied at all, it is definitely going to be hard, right? If you are not well prepared, you don't know the answer, it is going to be a difficult paper. But if your level of preparation has been exceptionally well, it is an exemption scoring paper. Coverage of the syllabus is the next highlight. Like I told you, they've asked question from every chapter except one chapter. So the institute expects the students to cover the 100% of the syllabus. So this is a quick key highlights of the question paper. Now let's go into the question paper and see how the institute has asked. So the first is always one is a case study type of question, which is very lengthy. You have to read through the case study type of question and answer 5 questions. But the most important thing to see here is even if you don't see the case study and read only the sub questions, you will be in a position to answer each one of them because all the 5 sub questions are direct questions from the Securities Contract Regulation Act. Okay, it is direct based. So how should you approach it? You should write direct theory answer, but while you're presenting your answers, it is better that you use the names provided in the question to give that connect between theory and the practical case study type of question that they have given. So all the 5 questions are direct, right? Next, second one is case study, and this is the challenge here, that this question is from LODR regulations belonging to part B of the syllabus, but they've included in part A of the syllabus itself. It is in relation to the composition of the board of directors. So this is one mistake that has been established in the question paper. Again, it is a direct question. All are easy questions, but it is just that instead of asking in part B, they have asked in part A. Again, see, direct question, direct question, direct question. Everything has been directly asked by the institute. Next, direct question. This is one application based question that the institute has asked. Again, case study type of question. in that one question is application based, 2 questions are direct questions in relation to the bulk deal transaction concept from the secondary market. Then you have list down institution recognized as QIBs in relation to ICDR regulations. Again, it is from the first chapter, Basics of Capital Market, Participants of Capital Market. So it is rightly asked in part A of the syllabus. Coming to part B, they have asked a lot of direct questions. Again, this one question is on the process of rematerialization. Okay, the entire what is meaning of rematerialization and process of rematerialization, that belongs to part A of the syllabus, chapter depository and depository participants, but they have asked that under part B of the syllabus. That is one mistake again that we have identified. Next, this is in relation to again part A chapter being asked in part B in relation to the appeal provisions under SEBI laws and SCRA provisions. Next, explain the guidelines issued by SEBI for returning the draft offer document and resubmission of under ICDR regulation. Again, this is one important question that they have asked from the amendment and supplement material. They have covered even the amendments and supplement. Okay, that is the question from the supplements. Again, direct question, application, direct question. So if you see, most of the questions are very, very direct and simple to answer. Nothing is complicated. All directly, all concepts that are important only have been tested by the institute. Again, in this question, differentiate between IPO and FPO. It belongs to part A, chapter 1. That is the basics of capital market. And part 2 of the question is which are the entities which are not entitled to make an initial public offer. Direct question from ICDR regulations. So this question has concepts from part A and part B of the syllabus as well. Application, direct. So even if it is case study, the type of questions that they have asked is a direct question itself. Coming to question on mutual fund, like expected, always from mutual fund we are going to have practical questions, formula based questions. Same thing, they have asked a formula based question. Next question is on buyback. Again, in buyback also we have to calculate the quantum. That is also a practical based question. CIS regulations, they have asked for direct questions. Coming to question 6, that is generally write a short note on for 3 marks. This is also obviously direct question because they have given you the concepts and asked for the explanation. And if you see, each one of these questions are based on past year question papers. Nothing is new. So if you have actually gone through the past previous year SLCM and CMSL question paper, it is a repetition of question. It is asked previously. It is not that we don't know what it is at all. Next, again mutual fund, practical oriented question has been asked. Direct questions in relation to sweat equity shares, share based and employee. This is one application based question on LODR regulations. What is the timeline within which the details are required to be communicated to the stock exchange before the meeting. So overall, if you have to see, if you are well prepared, it is an exemption scoring paper. If you have not prepared well, then there might be few glitches that you might face while answering this question paper. So here we stop the video. Prepare well for your next exam. Do well. If the exam has gone well, give more preparation for your next paper. Even if your paper has not gone well, if you have not written well, even then give your best for the next paper. You might pass in this exam. You can score better marks in the next exam. So please make it up if you have not done well in this particular exam. Quickly, we are also going to bring about the suggested answers and solving of the entire question paper. But till then, do well and all the best for the remaining exams.